In today's video, I'm going to show you how to filter through your PokerTracker 4 database in order to find hands where you were set mining with pocket deuces through pocket nines and you called that 3-bet pre-flop. Alrighty, so I've already done the filter within the PokerTracker 4 database. I'll show you what it looks like in just a sec. But after, I filtered through 66,000 hands, and it came back with 48 instances where I called a 3-bet with deuces through 9. So you can see it's a call that I really don't often make. I'm not often set mining. The situation has to be right, or maybe I have to be tilting and just wanting to get back at a player in order to make maybe some unprofitable 3-bet calls with set mining hands. So you're going to select the game, the dates, and all this regular stuff. The filter that you're going to use is right here, but let me show you exactly how you figure out this filter. First off, pre-flop opportunities, pre-flop calls, and simply called a 3-bet right here. Though this is going to show you every time, even if you're in the big blind, you haven't committed any chips yet, somebody opened, somebody 3-bet, and you called out of the big blind. It's going to show every single 3-bet call by doing this filter. You can see it's the exact same there. And then the hands filter, you're going to go to hand values, whole card range selection, hold them, and then simply select one at a time. Add the hands that you want to filter for. Add to filter, bam, right there. So once you get those up, save and apply the filters. And then here they are. So we can see out of 48 hands, I lost $43 or negative 389 big blinds per 100 hands. Now, that is unprofitable, of course, and it might seem overly unprofitable. But if you think about it, 389 big blinds per 100 hands is only 3.89 or roughly 4 big blinds per hand. If you're calling a 3-bet, 3-bets are often going to be anywhere from like a small 6 big blinds up to 9, 10, 11, 12 big blinds, right? So if every time I called, I lost that entire amount, I might lose anywhere from 600 big blinds per 100 hands to 1,200 big blinds per 100 hands. I'm losing less than 4. So maybe I'm making some poor calls, but I am kind of making up for those by making some profit here and there on some other hands. So it's not as bad as it could be. Of course, I would wish this were positive, but you're calling a 3-bet. You're giving your opponent, or you're allowing your opponent to have a much stronger range than you because they made the 3-bet. You called. You likely don't have aces, kings, maybe not even ace, king, not queens, not jacks either in your range. So you're going to the flop at a big range disadvantage here when you're calling the 3-bet. So let's take a look at some of these hands. The first one that jumps out at me is calling with pocket sixes. It is on the button, so maybe I'm utilizing position a little bit, but let's review this hand. I'm not too happy about it here. We don't need to maximize it. No, yeah, let's maximize it so it's a little bit bigger. Alrighty. Limp. So we're ISO raising, which I'm down with the ISO raise right here. You can see it's barely the beginning. I have 3 hands on this table. Let's see here. Got one loose aggressive, couple of unknowns here. Let's see what happens. A 4x 3-bet. Holy cow. 2 folds. Okay. So if I'm going to call right here, I need to call $3 in order to win $8.50. You can see that I need 35% equity. Pocket 6 is guaranteed. Well, okay. Pocket 6s versus a really strong 3-bet range, I don't have 35% equity. I might have it if he has a plenty of ace king, ace queen, ace 10. If he has a lot of bluffs in his range, then maybe I do. But if he has a lot of bluffs in his range, I think I'd prefer a 4-bet right here to just bluff him off of his hand, but let's take a look. His 3-betting range, 3-bet in the big blind is 10%, 5 out of 50, which is, he's actually in the small blind, my bad. It's 22.5%, 9 out of 40. This guy likes to 3-bet. Let me see, I'm on the button versus the button. He 3-bets in the small blind 25% of the time, 2 out of 8. Yeah, I really do think that this is... And because I filtered for calls, I'm assuming I called. Okay. I don't like the fact that I called. I really would have liked a fold right here. If I put him on, because of the 4x sizing, a really strong hand, I like the fold most of all because the pot odds here, I'm calling 3. I only have $20 I can win behind. That's only 6x. I only hit a set 1 out of every 9 hand, or 11% of the time, 1 out of 9 flops. I'm not getting the proper pot odds to make a call. So I prefer a 4-bet or fold right here. Not happy with that at all. But why did I lose so much? $8.50 in the pot. He bets $4. Okay. So now I bluff raise. See, this is kind of like a stop and go play that you would use in a tournament. You know, you see the flop and then bam, you get active right there in order to try to take it down. But I would have preferred committing these $8 in chips on the flop before the flop even comes to put him to the test pre-flop. I'm sorry. I would have liked to commit these $8. So pre-flop, right there, I committed $3 extra plus 8, right? I could have committed those $11 right here. I could have made this $12, and I guarantee he's folding most everything he has at this point, right? I think he's only calling with aces, kings, queens, maybe ace, king pre-flop. All the rest of his range, and we know he 3-bets a ton, is folding. So I really don't like that. I really don't like committing these chips here. I'd rather commit them sooner. And then he calls, the deuce comes, a shove. And I think this is really the only play, unless I want to give up now. As soon as I check, he's going to bet the river, and I'm going to have to fold unless the river comes a 6. I think I made a bluff on the flop. I think this is a really good opportunity to bluff again on the turn. Although he folds the flop, c-bets 75% of the time, he's honest versus bets. Yeah, the fact that maybe he called on the flop means he's not folding the turn, and this is a bad bluff, actually. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like any play I made at all. I like the open raise. King 10. Oh, my God. See, King 10 is one of those hands. King 10, King Queen, King Jack. If he has King 10, he probably has Queen 10. He might possibly has 10 Jack. He has Ace 10. Maybe some other aces, other suited connectors and stuff in his range. He has so much he's folding pre-flop. I screwed up with just calling here. Unhappy with that hand. Let's see this. Another big losing hand, pocket sevens. Okay. Open raise. Cool. Smallish 3-bet, loose aggressive right here. He likes to 3-bet out of the small blind 9% of the time, which is pretty indicative of a wide stealing range, right? So, and he's, oh, and look at that. He's flop and kind of turn honest, but really flop honest. So I do like calling right here and being in position. As soon as he checks the flop, I can bet whether I hit a set or not. So I don't mind a call. Let's see. Does he call? Villain 6 folds. So I'm good with the call. It's just $1.25, 29% equity. Given the fact that he's flop honest, I have a good chance to bluff. I can hit my set and win $20. Only cost me $1.25 for that potential. I like the call. 4-10. Oh, another 10 high flop. Crap. I bet. Okay, little over half pot. I'm down with it. Let me see. C-bet's 47%. Fold C-bet to, oh, he's out of position. Fold c-bet to a float. He folds 40% of the time versus a float bet, which is what I'm doing. I really like this bet. I think if he calls, I'm probably giving up this hand afterwards, you know, because he folds this kind of bet often enough. If you think about it, it's about a half pot bet. I only need this to work 1/3 of the time. He folds 40% of the time. It's a profitable bet. And he calls, I'm probably just giving it up, especially now a third heart hits. Ace, queen, king, queen just hit. Any kind of ace or king of hearts is not going to be folding on this board either. So I'm down with just checking right there. The 10 hits, he bets, pretty solid bet, and I fold. Yeah. Flopped. I'm good with all these plays here. It's just a bummer that he decided to call. Who knows what he had? I don't think he probably didn't show. Yeah, so yeah. Not too bad, that hand. Let's take a look here in the cutoff. You can see I'm a winner in the cutoff. So my biggest winning hand, ooh, another pocket sevens. Let's review this one. All right. So we open. We face a 3-bet from a loose aggressive villain again. Fold, fold. And we decide to call. So it's only $1, need 26% equity. He c-bets 86%, but he's very turn honest. But it's only costing $1 with $23 behind. I think this is a good implied odds set mining opportunity right here. So we call, we hit the set. Of course, we kind of knew that because we made so much money in this hand. Oh, let me open this. These are the two players we concern ourselves with, myself and villain. So, so what do I check, give him the opportunity, and he doesn't c-bet. He c-bets 86% of the time, so it's a complete whiff. He has, like the other opponent, King 10 or something right now, right? 10. Okay, so if he had King 10, he had a top pair, which is good. I bet full pot. That's weird. Maybe I'm just going for max value. Maybe I'm making the kind of bet that will tell me right away if he has a straight. Because if he has a straight, he's going to raise here no matter what to build the pot. If he has 8-9, if he has some weird 4-5, if he has a set of 10s, he's going to raise, right? Okay, and he just calls, so I'm assuming I am way ahead at this point. My set is ahead. He could have a pair plus a draw. 10-9, you know, pair plus a gut shot. Something that would check on the flop would be a gut shot. 10-9, 10-8, that kind of thing. Although I don't really see those 3-betting. It's possible. Let's put him on to 10 instead. Ace 10, king 10, queen 10, jack 10, 10-9 as well. 10-9 suited especially might make that 3-bet pre-flop. 10 jack. So if he has 10 jack, he has 2 pair. 8-9, the jack doesn't help anybody at all. If he had pocket jacks and suddenly caught, oh well, I'm out. So I bet full pot again. I'm going for max value against this guy. I'm basically just hoping he has some kind of a top pair hand, you know, or maybe even, yeah, a 10 or a jack, or even 10 jack 2 pair is what I'm hoping for. He raises, I call, which of course I'm down with calling. I can't fold to the raise here. And he has 10 jack. Cool beans, 2 pair. So you can see this set mining opportunity against a 3-bet was totally good. He made a very small 3-bet, and it's pretty indicative right here. His jack 10 offsuit, it's actually a pretty good note to make. Button 3-bet versus cutoff. Small 3-bet versus cutoff with jack 10 off. Definitely good right there. I think I got really lucky on the turn that he hit a pair. I bet if I would have bet and it was anything else on the turn that didn't pair him up, he would have folded and my set mining would have just won that pre-flop bet. That's it. Alrighty, so once again, please go ahead, go through your own database, look at set mining calls pre-flop, also look at those set mining 3-bet calls like we just showed you here. Go through, review your hands, figure out where your mistakes are so that you don't repeat them in the future and so you can make better, profitable choices, you know. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button down below, ding that bell to get notified of every new video. And if you have the time and the inclination, share this video if you learned a little something from it. Share it on Facebook or the Twitters. I would truly appreciate it. So catch you on the flip side.